Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement, and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method, and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
You're listening to The Rod Eccles Show.
So, Obama's plan, Obamacare, is getting low numbers from the approval numbers from the American people. And this was a poll, CBS, or excuse me, ABC Washington Post poll. But Obama was out there saying a lot of things today. And he says that the Supreme Court is wrong to take up the Obamacare challenge. This guy is thinking, you know what? Hey, this is my plan. And, I say who should be able to take this up legally. And I don't think you should. Because it's my plan. And I'm the potentate. So he says that the Supreme Court, he's out there actually saying it out loud in Germany. He's in Germany, folks, saying that our Supreme Court is wrong to take up the Obamacare challenge. What? The President of the United States is in a foreign land deriding members of our government about a domestic issue. This is from The Hill. The Supreme Court should not have taken up the lawsuit challenging Obamacare subsidies, President Obama said on Monday. Why? Because, the law says one thing, and there are people, in different states that are saying, well, the law says one thing and you're doing another thing. They want clarification. So this should be an easy one. Frankly, it shouldn't have even been taken up, Obama said during a news conference at the Group of Seven, the G7, summit of leading industrial nations in Germany. Now, the Supreme Court is expected to hand down a decision later this month in King versus Burwell case, which threatens to eliminate subsidies for millions of Americans who receive their health insurance from federal exchanges, which they should not be because the law does not allow for a federal exchange. Plain and simple. It says that the states are to have that and do that. That's in the language of the law. Look, if you didn't like it, why did you put it in there? Now, Obama rejected the basis for the challenge and said it is well documented that the authors of the Affordable Care Act never intended to block people on federal exchanges from obtaining the subsidies. Then why didn't they put it in there? Look, we can go back and say, well, the Founding Fathers intended for this type of thing or never intended for this type of thing, and we can prove that. But, you're saying, well, if it doesn't fit what you want, then screw them, right? So screw what the law says. Just go by intent on this particular case, but no intent. Don't go by any intent on anything else that you don't like. You can't pick and choose. So basically, the law says, as it is written, that states must have an exchange. Now, a bunch of states decided that they weren't going to do it. They weren't going to have an exchange. And therefore, the people in their state weren't going to get these subsidies. And that was going to kill Obamacare. And this is exactly why Obama decided to have a federal exchange to offer federal, federal subsidies. But he's over there in Germany trashing our Supreme Court and our system of justice in the way we do things here because his feelings got hurt and he thinks he's the potentate and that he should be able to do whatever he wants. Now, he declined to answer questions about his contingency plans for a Supreme Court decision against the law and said people should assume that it will be upheld. So does he know something we don't know? Is the Supreme Court going to do this yet again and decide, well, it's not really a law, it's a tax, and they can change a tax through code anytime they want? And if that's the case, then Congress needs to step in and say, nope, Not going to happen. Not going to happen to let this stand. And they shouldn't. But we are talking about, the crying Speaker of the House, Boehner, and all the other rhinos up there. And he didn't stop with the Supremes out there. And this is from the WashingtonTimes.com, by the way. He had to lay into another judge. Forget the Supremes. The Supreme Court justices, they're poof. They shouldn't even have taken up the challenge as far as I'm concerned. They should not have taken up the case. It is beneath me to even have to argue about this case. They should not have taken it. If it were up to me, this case would not have even made it to the Supreme Court, because everything is up to me. And so Obama decides to deride another judge who blocked his amnesty plan. Yeah, President Obama scoffed at the individual district court judge who blocked his deportation amnesty, insisting Monday that he still believes his policy is legal despite repeated legal setbacks, and vowing to push ahead where he can count on aiding illegal immigrants. But Mr. Obama said he'll abide by Judge Andrew S. Hannon's injunction, which has since been tentatively upheld by a federal appeals court, because that's the way the system works. Now, wait a minute. He'll abide by... Oh, my God. I'll abide by it for now. Yes, you silly little people. You're bugging the hell out of me. I'll abide by your silly little judging critique thing for now. But make no mistake about it, I will not abide by this silliness forever. For I am the ultimate, I am the potentate, the smartest man to ever grace the Oval Office, and I alone, in my infinite wisdom and knowledge, can tell what is best for the American people, all 330 plus million of you, and of course, those up to 25 million illegals. Yes. I know it is best for all of it, and we're not going to call them illegals anymore. No, they're just undocumented. And if we have my amnesty program, they will become documented and won't remain undocumented. And we'll be able to know who they are, and we'll be able to give them, subsidies and welfare and health care and all the other good stuff that this wonderful nation that I have fundamentally transformed has to offer, to give these illegal, because most of these illegals, they're just poor children, or they were once poor children, and we just can't turn away anybody who was once a child. Just so you know, it is this guy's belief that he is slightly above the law. Didn't we have a president already that thought he was kind of above the law? Well, we've had a couple of them in the past 100 years. One of them actually got booted out of office. His name was Richard M. Nixon. Yeah, he resigned. Another one was called William Jefferson Clinton, but he got away with all kinds of stuff. So look at that. Republican doesn't get away with it. The Democrat does. And so now we have one that's probably worse than Clinton and Nixon combined.